General Nabano, General Mosquito, Chairman General, or White, and or Team Finfini, and JD. Na JD said they almost friend no Julius Debra chief of staff and so etini ni fanso ni benkum so no na I'm not familiar with that face. I'm not familiar until mon fan me say men to me amosa nipa na ote Ura Johnson say dun ketia benkum so but ni fanso de chief of staff a program we ya what taking the position Rwanda president Paul Kagame and wabaye short mono man na all ye changes Rwanda no it won't be bad if
so we have several parties
yes these are actually members of parliament of the NDC. Members of parliament of the NDC mostly are those you find on your screens currently. And these are members of parliament of the MPP on your screens, as and more dignitaries arrive at the Blaster Square here to witness the
May I now call the House to order and invite the majority and the minority leaders to assist me receive Her Excellency the Vice President-elect of the Republic of Ghana, together with His Excellency the President-elect of the Republic of Ghana. Honorable majority and minority leaders may proceed now.
Say na right speaker Alban Sumana Kingsford Babin or no Afre minority and majority leader said I'm a catcher or no Vice President-elect Jane Nano Pokwajimai and then the President-elect John Dramani Mahama or more arrive or Parliament House, not Parliament House as in the Chamber of Parliament or Independence Square, but it is the Parliament House this morning and the best way President-elect into office and the Vice President-elect. In Tiaka say majority leader ato force and the minority leader afenyo marking womunyina edi enimu and a speaker edietri majority and minority di enimu and a speaker edietri. In fact, minority di enimu na majority di nachi because ono akwatena that spiritual chair ya na nenye hono atena so into obedi enimu majority leader Atwaso Jane Nano Pokwajimai, born 22nd November 1951, were a Ghanaian academic and a politician. Vice President-elect. She served as the Minister of Education. 2013, President-elect John Dramani Mahama na memuomu. January 2017 and omunyina ifradie so or a full professor in literature, first female vice chancellor. In fact, this will be her second first female vice in Ghana. Until no first no we can what the tosumienu yeah when ya no she took over as vice chancellor of the University of Cape Coast. Currently serves as the Chancellor of the Women's University in Africa. And tina na bakosem kakra yeah met me akachro no vice president elect ono eno mo oshan in, and then the president himself ebeba na oma osha ni in nana
what I said there, Mr. Speaker, Efre nimpenimfo a Rebecca said the benku hini ni fa hini na wo mo ekwa akohia mpenimfo ene wo mo nti na ya bodwe se camera se dwafo de ne nko anka ye wie sa abrenka wo mo kwa setena na se speaker agene sitting ba se se yi de sa mpenimfo mienu nti na de ye hunu e wo Ghana mo e ma hohodom aba ne ade ama mpenimfo no abede akira dadafo ene yatu omo afiri wo mo nkache so no wo mo nkonwa so wo mo aba nyina sa nipa kese mienu entra vice president elect and president elect and then womo ebe so afnemu na wasa ya kire wo man na din se akanta ma kire ye say in fact wo fa wo ensuo nyina wo mo anum no wo men nkasa
nana there's something on television na ma manfo ho hwe TV amo radio no obeko Facebook ebe bo awunia Facebook onia TV na onia 95.1 FM in the middle of a police for mienu the president elect na nanim Osha said there a horses near Stratford DNY. You ask yourself why. Don't forget, President sworn in is the commander in chief of the Republic of Ghana. And Tiagadi Akufranman no swear in. And they wouldn't Samienu and the best swear in no. Now a idea or no bear commander in chief. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ashe a Stratford uniform pay. When he was the president of Ghana, was for uniform kokoni bi on the 6th of March was she be paying the agenda nipa ba ko na ye 6th of March independence ya na ni kasem na DJ former president Jerry John Rawlings when the baby come he was a military man and then did coup, became the president, democratic president, but you could feel his military presence anytime.
Yes, he drama and phone so I
wow, yeah. My time is so jabre. Na trust salute say ya.
Just what you say. Na the bed me and you. Onu kwan de odi mienu mu ma usa de no emia no.
Who say vim wom. Who say vim wom. Na just a soldier man democratic president na Ojile Samba. John Dramani Mahama, born November 29th, 1958. Afia Pemahankro near Dunum and Watche, a Ghanaian politician, president-elect as a year 2024. A idea a nay and a omo inaugurating president of Ghana 24 July 2012. Sabre no man pegini atamels when the baby cross out dano now to Mr. Bridge and Abogana and Yasan Ketwa. We had to swear him in that same day. Emma no beyo mampanyini ena Ghana for sign to aba edema no na obeyo mampanyini January 7th 2013 etwa ejuma no years before then he was the vice president to Atamels Fifi Atamels Brown no ebeyo mampanyini after John Ejekum Kufuor 2018 to one John Evans Atamels and a swear in 2009 was the same venue Sabreno Akufrano on the Samienu and the swear in, and we are expecting His Excellency John Dramani Mahama to do same. John Dramani Mahama Neyere Lordina Mahama, former first lady, who would be the first lady just in some few minutes now. Ababe, the first lady of the Republic of Ghana. Anti Abakwasem Kakra ya fa John Dramani Mahama no papa da bakwasem ne do so papa o hwe said ya ono omampanyini niema hodo na breso otumi be ye in fact na the vice president at that time Kwesi Emisata the late wenya ne baby ekro ono John Dramani Mahama the vice president no February 17 2013 to 19 May 2015 dia Alassani Ouattara ono Omampanyini Alassani Ouattara. He succeeded Alassani Ouattara as ECOWAS Community of West African States. Obeye Womoche, Mr. John Dramani Mahama, enti yenim ene president elect. So munya swear ni ina minimbra ECOWAS for betimi ato abama no. Ose eye fita mekai eye amakwata in a Sunday sermon ekatre president elect say wo kwa akoye swearing in na oma bibi kokko e wonatarium. He's looking different. He's looking very handsome. He's looking more Ghanaian. Oshe natari fita. In fact, he's looking more northern. And with this new swearing in today, Akonyanwa South African Owechia Chief Justice Mame Tokono Oshe White. Where your friend is Agbada Mebwa. Aye. Na ne inside no your short sleeves. Na what the Ghana kente e de adwura ne nsa no e de adwura de tutugu so no ho e na Ghana kente na bia omade anwene che e de amano a e hye no fe as usual. He doesn't go without his shades. What an space ya wo jintia e chia Ghana for e do ma se go su chia omo Chief Justice Ebeno.
You may now resume your seats.
In your short is the former first lady who will soon become the first lady of the Republic of Ghana, Dramani Mahama. Speaker Ikasa.
The singular honor and pleasure to invite Her Ladyship, the Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana, to administer the oaths to the President-elect and the Vice President-elect. We will start with the Vice President-elect, who will take and subscribe to the oath of allegiance and the oath of the Vice President. Your Ladyship, the Chief Justice, you may now do so now.
Your Excellency, first the oath of allegiance. Kindly say after me. I,
Professor Nana Jane Oboko Ajima,
do in the name of the Almighty God swear.
Do in the name of the Almighty God swear.
That I will bear true faith and allegiance.
That I will bear true faith and allegiance.
To the Republic of Ghana.
to the Republic of Ghana,
as by law established, that I will uphold the sovereignty and integrity of Ghana, and that I will preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. So help me God. Your Excellency, now the oath of the Vice President.
I, Professor Nana Jane Opoku Ajiman,
having been elected to the office of Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, do in the name of the Almighty God swear that I will be faithful and true to the Republic of Ghana, that I will at all times preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana, and I dedicate myself to the service and well-being of the people of the Republic of Ghana, and to do right to all manner of persons. I further solemnly swear that should I at any time break this oath of office, I shall submit myself to the laws of the Republic of Ghana, and suffer the penalty for it. So help me God. Congratulations, Madam Vice President.
Thank you.
Lift your
Honorable members, the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana shall now sign the oath book.
The Vice President, currently as we speak, we have the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, Professor J. Nana Opoku Agyeman. Interesting. Osha we Franny Kente Kabani Slate Kama Yesleti Neda Danibia. current one ya pami share to the share so say obi aye dada no ye ya munu ni bia ne ho ofe. I mean, she's actually looking younger than Kase because we are vice president. Yeah, but when she was, like she's made us proud. To be said, I was I was excited. Why? Because the very first Obaya will be the president. In fact, she will be in the history books. The vice president, and the president-elect Obabe swear in. He was the vice president. In fact, Atta Mills was the vice president of Jerry John Rawlings. Atta Mills, as a vice president, moved on to become the president of Ghana. Although it wasn't easy, it was tough, but Onyabuche, and he became the president. The vice president for Atta Mills, John Dramani Mahama, became the president before a year Atta Mills at the time. So for 4 years now, Obabedino went on to become the president because Ghana fought to Abamano 2012. Obey Mampini, regardless of what happened in court. The court said Ghana fought to Abamano. Oh, Deputy.
And no crowd, yes, and
America said regardless. And I say a bit of her still, well, yeah, no, the Abesham and that is why I said regardless. It was confirmed and recognized by the Supreme Court, so he became the president. I did the 4 term and Okoye. What I'm saying is, John Ajekum Kufuor, the vice president, tried to become the flag bearer of the NPP. Woman Tuamano. And then Nana Adodankwa Kufuor, after John first saying, after Ediewo Kufuor, his vice president was elected as the flag bearer, tried to become the president of Ghana. It didn't work. But for the NDC, those they chose as vice president, Uye Misata Ofrimu, those they, and then the others are Bakwa Rawlings is in the nation. Uye Omufrimu, all of them went on to become the president of the Republic of Ghana, Meka Kensen Aka. Now, for the NPP side, it hasn't been the case. In fact, at the time when Aliu Mahama wanted to become the flag bearer, it was said that the president himself did not even support his candidature. Was signing papers. You can now call her vice president of the Republic of Ghana. Jesu. Yeah, and in fact, the history is that a woman chief justice swearing a woman vice president. Tokonu is very lively. Who says she's excited? Or say vice president or you can see some of the dignitaries in short. And president-elect, because still or a president-elect until Obeswe Ogusote wa train vice president Ashweri was in sign in Krata more radio sono was in sign Krata no nechi a clerk of parliament new one now mafado no ejina nechi pe and Madam Tokono also secretary ejina chebie. This is the turn of the Chief Justice, Madam Tokono, Mrs. Tokono. So also be sign Kratano. Na che say bibia di mu ya waji na wo kwakotena sehe nefe it will be said you also ye ni ade no mo kire say we a wotena se as vice president na fe so we need be da Wakotna says Zrao. Vice President Akunya no. Wakotnem says Zrao. Oh, but you must also know, say Vice President. Would have a bodyguard or a policeman. Would have a bodyguard into the bodyguard that would do the chief. utumu say ne ranks ni ade na oba kama slim fine and a dinechi no you're chairman of the police council as vice president president elect bon sem emano president commander in chief and afa Lordina Mahama was sheni kente kama wono so eti hobia wo bon sem edemano. Oh, what a beauty. Ghana is the place to be. Me know can say Ghana. Oh, but not vice president. Oh, at the what them the second time. Oh, what day? What him come pa no also no tun say ma me bi dira na ni bra bomb paye no. Speaker kasaye nto aso.
Otoko no so wo ho.
Otoko no. Otoko na
invite His Excellency and subscribe the oath of allegiance and the presidential oath. Your Excellency, you may now proceed to do so.
His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and our Nanti Tutatai was your hene slim jata Bemani ya no Elquako swear a year old no letters so ya na Wakwakotina say said ya a year president the bodyguard bear so Jenny or with Vikama pa no ya 21 gun salute. When you no swear in no sign if you are the Bible where Christian what in express amani the sojania wodi the ADC ya wo share ma me tokonu ebe suani ebi the petition akọ se wonyi tokonu free ho wo mo de abetu ja say petition no
Your Excellency, kindly say after me. This is the oath of allegiance. Your name.
John Dramani Mahama.
Do in the name of the Almighty God swear.
Do in the name of the Almighty God swear.
That I will bear true faith.
That I will bear true faith.
And allegiance.
And allegiance.
To the Republic of Ghana.
To the Republic of Ghana.
As by law established.
As by law established.
That I will uphold.
And that I will uphold.
The sovereignty.
The sovereignty.
And integrity.
And integrity.
Of Ghana.
Of Ghana.
And that I will preserve.
And that I will preserve.
Protect.
Protect.
And defend.
And defend.
The Constitution.
The Constitution.
Of the Republic of Ghana.
Of the Republic of Ghana.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Your Excellency, now the presidential oath.
I, John Dramani Mahama,
having been elected
to
the high office of President of the Republic of Ghana, do in the name of the Almighty God swear. That I will be faithful. And true. To the Republic of Ghana. That I will at all times. Preserve. Protect. And defend. The Constitution. Of the Republic of Ghana. And that I dedicate myself. To the service. And well-being. Of the people. Of the Republic of Ghana. And to do right. To all manner of persons. I further. Solemnly swear. That should I. At any time. Break this oath of office. I shall submit myself.
To the laws of the Republic of Ghana.
And suffer. The penalty for it.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Mr. President. Let me be the first.
For so and so say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, but also a signing crata. In fact, he is the president of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama. His second coming. Now, already second coming. Name my annual so for the didn't want at annual. My name said, "Ya omo cancer for second coming." Say very great no. Now, Sabre no now to me say, "Obia benya ne fa hudi ni ade no." My name say be John Dramani Mahama second coming no will be like yes I mean to me.
Na yes dey no say fa hudi bebe.
Hey, that's see how tell woman we actually you say second coming no be come.
The me town there was
yes dey na me kan.
Wo mo say
na Sabre no ye to akwa heaven. Ni ani Nyankopon akodi dey wo heaven.
Tuo no bi abasa.
Enti ye ni me nim say tuo bebebo. Say memo second coming of John Dramani Mahama.
Bi abasa be hwan obosu watu so no wo ba.
No what form. Now, we want to say a national anthem the very first time as a president. We be ejinami abo national anthem mama no we are 21 gun salute. Pipeo, pipeo. We be some pipeo, pipeo. Akofuna na nkrofo twen. We be some pipeo. And we moto abe marry no. Pipeo 21. That is we are now speaker. Oshani in now to me the first presidential speech or address. Now or the aba. Enti ye hwe ne mo say sa after or signing we are ye nyina national anthem o ho bia wo gina ho the first national anthem as the president of Ghana we are the second president because he's gone through this before and he's going through it again enti wo mu so ya o mo sign ya kama pa na we are na fe what in speech e de aba na speaker of parliament Ada house no asiano on behalf of the house no wada president ase honorable speaker obey invite a special guest of honor which I told you said Nigeria mampanyini and a special guest of honor Yera Tinibu ono so ebe pini minimu kitwe bi na fe honorable speaker visiting heads of state and a former president to congratulate the president of the republic. Right honorable speaker adjoining sitting after na obiat na say president obey inspector guard of honor na we're taking a national salute the president ebeko on the vice president in fact president will depart first akofro ne kura no what in sabako and this is different from the first coming of the president John Dramani Mahama. I'm sure he's been advised. Although some asofo because one for the some what about na asum what about went round to show Ghanaians now he's holding the Republic of Ghana and then later or the second hand no e the so no de akofran de abeso nti mo open double hand obi anyande waka bobuti wa open so the first hand ye bibi and the wa open so the second hand ye bibi no ni nyina why you be for 19? Why you no understand? I mean, can say our system. He's done resetting of the akufna.
Engineer see our woman amateur.
Wakwa get the yere. Oh, Lordina Mahama. What they had. Where Chiano after we champagne for what days in so. In fact, from a one or corner yere ho. Well, sorry, quite a shock of friend was a celebrity saying, I am having a better wife. Let me go and hugging my wife for the job that she did a time at she. In fact, let me tell you that His Excellency John Dramani Mahama did not, emphatically will tell you, did not want to come back as the flag bearer of the NDC. But for the family. And then penny for our NDC Nako Abremo. And why I said if the call is coming in, I must accept this call. Na wakwa chair the vice president we chair speaker of parliament wakwatena na kodwam we chair eyema me toko no again wakwatena kodwa no akonya no wamka ho asem no wakwatirem wabetirem tebem watena konyanim zezazam because see the man of right da 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 feel like way true humility I make a series of fearless honesty help us to elevate all our will ta 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 and help us to raise
culture of progress. Today, we celebrate a momentous occasion in our nation's history as we welcome the newly elected president, His Excellency, John Dramani Mahama. A true nation builder, committed to forging a brighter future for all Ghanaians. John Mahama embodies the pillars of leadership that our nation craves: trustworthiness, reliability, modesty, and above all, truthfulness. From the moment he stepped into the political arena, John Mahama has demonstrated an unwavering commitment to the people of Ghana. His approachable demeanor, paired with his genuine concern for the needs of the Ghanaian, has earned him their trust. A trust that is pivotal for any leader aiming to guide a nation through challenging times.
What I really like about JDM is his humility. The man is simply so down to earth, it's unbelievable. He's so humble, it's unbelievable. I really like that about him.
John Mahama osoro nyame, odo nyame, osoro nyame, openi pasem, okita kumapa. Mihu ni se mihu mini abema. Oye obi nso a oyiye nipam. Wo ya akwala o, wo ya opani o, wo ya pepeni o, wo ya twibi o, wo ya bebi a tribe bi a ofi bi a. From Amata was on Casse, we
President Mahama is practical. He communicates his issues very, very well, and he understands the Ghanaian politics very well. He understands the Ghanaian people very well, and that is what I like about him. The brand, John Dramani Mahama. It's not just a name, it represents resilience. Strength, progress, and empathy.
I believe John Dramani Mahama is loved by many. His personality.
And now, on your behalf, invite His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana, to deliver his inaugural address. Your Excellency, you may now proceed to do so.
Hold it. The Right Honorable Speaker of Parliament, honorable members of Parliament, Her Excellency, the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, Jane Nana Opoku-Agyemang, Her Ladyship, the Chief Justice, Your Excellency, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, President of the Federal Republic of Ghana, and special guest of honor for this occasion, Your Excellencies, Presidents, Heads of Government and Development Agencies, Your Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, and former Presidents, Your Excellency Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, my brothers and sisters. I wish you a good morning, and we give thanks to the Almighty God on this occasion. Our Father who art in heaven, we thank you for giving us this day, a day that offers me, your humble servant, a unique opportunity to work to reset our dear country, Ghana. 32 years ago, on January 7th, Ghana made its first and most successful democratic transition, a reset, with the swearing in of the newly democratically elected President, Jerry John Rawlings, of blessed memory. Our nation was returned to a multi-party democracy with a new constitution that went into effect, and the Fourth Republic was officially established. I refer to it as a reset because on that day in 1993, we made our fourth attempt at establishing a democratic system of government with term limits based on free, fair, and transparent elections. The handover of power on January 7, 2001 between former President Jerry John Rawlings and at the time the newly elected President John Ajekwu Kufuor tested that reset, and our nation passed with flying colors. As the new President of the Republic of Ghana, History is being made once again, and it is a history worth repeating every 4 years with each newly elected president. Today, we're also making a different kind of history, one that speaks to our maturity as a democracy, a nation of citizens enfranchised with the authority at the polls to determine their political future. Today's exercise between the outgoing president, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, and I feels a bit like a deja vu. That is because 8 years ago to this day, on January 7th, 2017, we shared this same space and performed this same transitional exercise. At the time, I was the outgoing president, having served 1 term, and he was the incoming president, having been given a mandate by the people of Ghana to lead this great nation of us. He and I both understood on that day, as I'm sure we are today, that it is the people of Ghana that we are elected to serve. Somehow, it seems fitting that it is with Nana Akufo-Addo that I twice shared this stage and this unique historical distinction. Because Nana Akufo-Addo and I began our national political careers in Parliament in the same year, 1996. He has always greeted me with warmth, a firm handshake and a smile. And he is perhaps the only person in my life who has persistently chosen to call me Johnny. While we belong to opposing political parties, we shared a sense of mutual respect. In those early days, we probably could not have imagined that destiny would bring us to the leadership of our respective parties, and that we would have to face off 3 separate times as we each vied for the highest office of the land. Nana asked this to be our final meeting under these circumstances. And as I look back on the journey we have traveled together, 2 much younger men who entered Parliament together with a full head of black hair, and you with the same bald head and round eyeglasses, I have to say that you have, without exception, been a worthy opponent. I extend My warmest wishes to His Excellency, the former Vice President, Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia. It was a grueling campaign, and we gave it our all. Your sportsmanship in making an early concession eased tensions and contributed to the early conclusion of the electoral contest. I wish you all the best in your endeavors. My brothers and sisters, the world in which Ghana exists today, as I begin this presidency, is not the same world in which we have lived under other presidencies. There are tensions and conflicts that have not previously existed between nations. These tensions and conflicts place pressure on alliances to decide where there's a seismic shift happening within the system of global economic dominance. Whereas the G7 nations, United States, the United Kingdom, Canada, France, Germany, Italy, and Japan once provided the highest percentage of the world's GDP, over the last decade, that number has been steadily dropping. However, the combined total of the GDP of the BRIC nations, Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, Iran, Egypt, Ethiopia, UAE, their GDP has been consistently increasing. In 2023, for instance, the G7's combined total of world GDP was 30%. But by 2024, by 2029, that number is predicted to drop to 27%. In 2023, the BRICS percentage of world GDP was 37.3%. And so what does this mean to us in Ghana? What could it mean to our economy? Where do we fit in this geopolitical maelstrom? Technology such as artificial intelligence has taken us to new heights. Opening up the potential for national, financial, and personal security issues that we are not yet able to imagine. One example is the use of misinformation and algorithm manipulations on social media platforms to sway a particular group's sentiments towards or away from something. Now more than ever before, we need to strengthen our ties with our neighbors to ensure that we're working together to keep our sub-region safe. We stand in solidarity and work in alliance with all our neighbors in the sub-region. Recognizing the history of our borders, we also acknowledge that on the other side of our country's borders are our family members. They may be Ivorians, they may be Togolese, they may be Burkinabes, they may be Nigerians or Malians. But they are also Akans, they are Kasinas, they are Guans, they are Ewes, they are Nzemes, they are Hauses, they are Moshis and Gurmes. Because we are all one another, one big family. With the increase of the climate crisis, rises, and as the waters grow warmer, melting the Arctic ice and permafrost, there's a greater likelihood for viruses that have been frozen and thought to be extinct for decades, perhaps even centuries, to begin to spread and create another global pandemic. The changing climate conditions, increased population density in urban areas, and mass international travel are enabling existing viruses to spread and mutate at a faster and faster rate than they did before. This is a serious challenge. Let us not forget the toll that the past epidemics of viruses like Ebola, COVID, and Mpox have taken on the families and communities and medical infrastructure in several of our neighboring countries and in the sub-region. Let us also not forget how swiftly and completely the COVID pandemic brought the entire world to a screeching halt. My government will be working diligently to strengthen our public health systems while monitoring the global health situation so that when, and not if, but when the next pandemic or epidemic occurs, the loss of lives in Ghana will be minimal. The larger world exists around. Patriots considered me worthy of receiving such an unprecedented and overwhelming mandate to steer the affairs of our beloved nation at this critical time in our history. The magnitude of this victory in the presidential elections and the gains that were made by my party, the National Democratic Congress, in the parliamentary elections naturally and justifiably resulted in great joy and celebration across our country, Ghana. But celebrations, no matter how justified and how well earned, must be supplanted by discernment, sobriety, and deeper insights into why we receive this kind of. By voting as you did on December 7th, message, yet often overlooked by us politicians. This message was powerfully emphasized by a giant of American political history, President Ronald Reagan, when he declared at his inauguration some 40 years ago that governments have no power except that granted by the people. While Ghanaians take great pride in our thriving democracy, they are deeply dissatisfied with the quality of governance over the years and have openly voiced that dissatisfaction through the decisive actions that they undertake at the elections. Our people also understand that democracy is not just a token adorned with periodic elections followed by pomp and pageantry with the establishment of a new government. They expect that if democracy is celebrated as a superior means of governance, then its outcomes must be more tangible and benefit them in their individual lives. Any honest introspection and reflection on the pulse of our nation would reveal that many within our population do not feel that they have benefited from or partaking in this democratic dividend. Where people buffeted by severe economic crisis and hardships, and in the last few years, we have lurched from crisis to crisis. But there is hope on the horizon. Today should mark the beginning of a new opportunity. An opportunity for us to make a difference in our governance and our economic management. We shall reset our dear nation, Ghana. To the millions of my fellow countrymen and women who joined Sun for their turn to vote for me, you have my sincerest thanks for honoring me. My firm, immutable assurance is that your vote will matter in the work that I'll do to make a difference in the destiny of this dear nation of ours. Your courage to bring change will not go in vain. Our nation was born with much promise. That promise would seem hazy and in doubt now because of all that has happened in the past. But I urge you, my fellow countrymen, not to be sucked into a state of perpetual pessimism. For some time, our country has urgently needed desire to get things done. I with all humility assent that I intend to be that leader with your cooperation and your help. As your next leader, I shall strive to exercise sound judgment and be able to make the right calls at the right time. I will have the humility and presence of mind to take responsibility, be willing to act firmly and timeously to resolve the challenges that we face as a nation. Since the elections, I have read and heard the word hope used many times in relation to my presidency and what it should offer the citizens of Ghana. I intend to speak plainly and clearly to you today, and every time I address you, 'Subsequently, I intend to always tell you the truth. The circumstances we find ourselves in are indeed dire. But even so, I'll be decisive and swift in my actions. We'll focus our initial efforts on 4 critical areas. The first is economic restoration and stabilization of the macroeconomic environment. The second is the improvement of the business and investment environment to ensure that Ghana is once again open for business. The third is governance and constitutional reforms. And the final, but not the least, is accountability and the fight against corruption. My brothers and sisters, actions have always spoken louder than words. With that in mind, I have entered into a covenant with you, the good people of Ghana, in which I have enumerated 26 actions that I'll take within my first 120 days. There is reason for hope, and there is every reason for hope. But we must also have faith, because faith empowers us to trust the things that will happen. With faith, you believe what you know, and that is why we need faith to be able to achieve our reset. We need a reset with the faith we have in our country and our leadership. We need a reset with the faith we have in our institutions. We need a reset with our faith in our dear nation, Ghana. And by that, I mean in all of us, because all of us are Ghana. You are Ghana, and I am Ghana. All of you seated here today, Ghanaian citizens, you are Ghana. The people who you are with or near you as you watch this on television, in your homes, or listen on radio, or follow on social media, are what we call Ghana. I ask that we enter into the covenant with the Ghana we all love and the good people of our country who make up this dear nation. And I ask that you envision a Ghana that you want to live in, a Ghana that you want to leave behind to your children and your grandchildren. What can you do to help build that better Ghana that we all strive for? What behaviors, what attitudes and mindsets can we reset? We need a reset, and we have faith in Ghana's ability to overcome, excel, and be so successful with this reset that it will be difficult to imagine a time when that was not the case. As we stand at this momentous crossroads in our nation's history, I am honored and humbled to accept the mantle of the President of the Republic of Ghana. Today we celebrate a new administration and herald an unprecedented era of opportunity and transformation. With Nana Jane Opoku-Agyeman by my side, we are poised to embark on a journey of progress and inclusivity, united in our vision for a more prosperous Ghana. This day is particularly special for us and for every Ghanaian who dreams of a society where barriers are shattered and ambitions are realized. With the inauguration of Ghana's first female vice president, we have turned a significant page in our history. Nana Jane's ascension to the high office is not merely a personal triumph. It symbolizes our collective commitment to fostering a nation where gender equality and female representation are cherished and amplified. This is a powerful testament to the power of diverse voices to shape the future, voices that have the courage to soar beyond our traditional confines. My brothers and sisters, together as we look to the horizon, we reaffirm our dedication to breaking the glass ceiling that has long hindered many from reaching their full potential. Governance that reflects all segments of our population strengthens our democracy and enriches our conversation. We stand committed to enacting policies that empower women and ensure that the door of opportunity is opened wide for our youth and our women, regardless of their background. Together we'll galvanize our efforts to create a society where every Ghanaian can dream, believe, and achieve without any restraints. Remember that great leadership is not defined merely by the offices we occupy, but by the legacy that we leave for future generations. My administration along with my Vice President, Nano Pukwajiman, will prioritize inclusivity, accountability, and innovation, forging pathways that would lead to the upliftment of all of our citizens. I'm profoundly grateful for this moment, a cornerstone in our journey towards a brighter future for Ghana. In this resounding victory, I see a clarion call, particularly from the youth of Ghana, a generation that is brimming with potential and dreams that are waiting to be realized. This moment, the powerful affirmation that your voices matter, that your aspirations are valid, and that your future must be our priority. We're committed to translating your hopes into action and creating opportunities for education, entrepreneurship, employment, and empowerment. Our policies will be tailored to sustain innovation and foster industry that engages today's young minds and equip them with the skills needed for tomorrow's challenges. Together with the private sector and captains of business, we will create decent and well-paying jobs. As we embark on this new chapter, I assure you that our decisions will champion diversity in all facets of governance, ensuring that every Ghanaian, regardless of your ethnicity, your gender, your age, your religion, or any background, will have the opportunity to contribute to our nation's story. Ghana's youth represent the heartbeat of our democracy. Their ambition will drive our policies as we strive to create an inclusive, equitable society where everyone has a seat at the table. Our vision hinges on the introduction and implementation of a 24-hour economy. Envisage an innovative and vibrant 24-hour Ghanaian economy, which will also be anchored in agriculture and agribusiness. This innovative approach will unlock potentials that have long remained dormant, enabling us to harness the energy and creativity of all our people. Just imagine a Ghana where our markets are alive and bustling at all hours of the day, with responsive public services accessible at all times, such that businesses can operate flexibly to meet the diverse demands that they are subjected to. And young people, including entrepreneurs, can find opportunities regardless of traditional institutions. The 24-hour economy model will also bolster job creation for the young people, stimulate local industry, and attract foreign investments, and allow us to build resilient communities and a sustainable future. This vision extends beyond mere economic transactions. It symbolizes empowerment, the empowerment of every Ghanaian to contribute to our national progress. My fellow citizens, this vision will allow us to embrace diversity, to cater to varied lifestyles and preferences, and foster a culture of inclusion, ensure that every citizen can enjoy the fruits of his hard work. And entrepreneurs model, and join me in shaping a business environment and where the fruits of your investment contribute to the